The Air Force is making yet another change that may cause people to accuse them of being a military branch. That's a joke, relax. But really, the Air Force has had a busy couple of months cracking down on shaving waivers, ramping up inspections, and making weapons handling more important in their basic military training, or BMT. And they're not done making changes to BMT, having added 21 hours to their final capstone event that they call PACER Forge. That's basically their version of the Crucible for the Marine Corps, Battle Stations for the Navy, and the Forge for the Army. If you still don't know what any of those are, it's basically where they set recruits loose to put everything they learn together and accomplish some mission or something. The Air Force's PACER Forge stands for Primary Agile Combat Employment Range Forward Operations Readiness Generation Exercise, which is just absolute nonsense. They instituted it back in 2022, replacing the BEAST, which was the Basic Expeditionary Airman Skills Training event. It was initially 36 hours long, with airmen split into small, dispersed teams where they would confront scenarios involving combat casualty care, weapons handling, base support operations, and other situations they may find themselves in if forward deployed. This is part of the Air Force's broad effort to be more expeditionary, whether that means setting up flight lines in remote locations with small teams, or pushing their members to be multi-capable airmen, which was not well received by the rank and file. The point is basically to prepare airmen to work in smaller teams where they'll have to take on multiple roles to accomplish the mission. By deploying smaller teams, you create more targets, and more targets dispersed over wide areas are usually a pain in the ass to deal with, which is the point. At a symposium discussing the expansion of PACER Forge, Lieutenant General Brian Robinson, the head of Air Education and Training Command, said, "Instead of being overly prescriptive by instructors, what happens now is, here's the objectives you're set to achieve, here's the resources available to you, you have 57 hours to solve this problem and try to achieve the objective." The first group of airmen completed the expanded event just this week, so now they'll have something to hold over everybody else's head who just did 36 hours like a bunch of fucking pussies. Check out this full story and a lot more at taskandpurpose.com, and be sure to follow us right here for more news by and for the military community.